Every single week, I get calls from people asking the same question. Amanda, what's going on in Sherman? Why are so many people moving here? If you've been paying attention, Sherman has gone from a quiet North Texas town to one of the fastest growing cities in the state. And honestly, in the whole country. It's not just hype. There are real reasons families, professionals, and even retirees are packing up and choosing Sherman as their next home. Today, I want to break it down for you. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly why Sherman has become one of the top relocation spots, and maybe, just maybe, you'll realize it's the place for you too. When my family and I moved here over 20 years ago, Sherman looked completely different. We didn't have near the shopping, the schools, the restaurants. Heck, even Highway 75 was just 2 lanes each way and felt like it was always under construction. Back then, we chose Sherman because it felt like the right mix of affordability and community. What's wild is now people are moving here for those exact same reasons, but on a much bigger scale. Looking back, I wish I had a list like this when we moved here, because it would have helped me see not just where Sherman was at the time, but where it was heading. Let's start with the biggest reason people are moving: jobs. Sherman is attracting some of the biggest companies in the world. Texas Instruments is investing billions into a massive semiconductor plant right here, which is expected to bring thousands of high-paying jobs. That's not just engineers and tech folks, it's also contractors, suppliers, and service providers. Then you've got Apple stepping in with partnerships, and suddenly Sherman is part of a global supply chain for technology that powers everything from your iPhone to electric cars. Think about what that means for the local economy. It's not just about one plant. It's about the coffee shops that serve those employees, the medical offices that pop up to care for their families, the new restaurants and retail that expand because there's more money circulating in the community. It's a ripple effect, and it's already underway. If you're moving for career opportunities, Sherman offers something a lot of smaller towns just don't have: big city jobs with a small town lifestyle. Now let's talk about affordability. One of the main drivers for people moving north out of Dallas, Frisco, and Plano is simple: they're getting priced out. In Collin County, starter homes are creeping towards $500,000 and beyond. In Sherman, you can still find brand new homes in master plan communities starting in the 300s. That's a huge difference. And I don't just mean little starter homes. I'm talking about open floor plans, energy efficient features, smart home technology, and even neighborhood amenities like pools, trails, and clubhouses. Builders know demand is high, so they're competing for buyers. That means incentives. Things like interest rate buydowns, free upgrades, and even closing cost assistance. I've seen buyers walk into brand new homes with lower monthly payments than they expected because of builder incentives alone. And it's not just new construction. Sherman still has resale homes on mature lots with bigger backyards, established trees, and character that you can't always find in brand new subdivisions. That's the beauty here. You've got options depending on your budget and lifestyle. But here's the thing: moving isn't just about the house, it's about the lifestyle. Sherman has this unique ability to feel like a small town while also giving you plenty to do. Hot summer nights concerts in the park, local festivals like the Sherman Arts Fest or St. Patrick's Day Parade, the growing brewery scene, and new restaurants opening downtown. It all adds up to a community where people actually get together and connect. If you're an outdoors person, Lake Texoma is just minutes away. Boating, camping, hiking, fishing. It's one of the largest lakes in the country, and it's right in our backyard. You don't have to drive 3 hours to get away. Families love the parks and trails being added all over Sherman, and the city has big plans to expand green spaces as more neighborhoods are built. What I hear from clients the most is this: it feels safe, it feels friendly, and it feels like home. That's not something you can always put a price tag on, but it's one of the biggest reasons people stay once they get here. If you have kids, schools are always top of mind. Sherman ISD has made massive investments over the past few years. The brand new Sherman High School looks more like a college campus than a high school. Families moving here are blown away when they see the facilities. And with new neighborhoods being developed, new schools are being added too. Parker Elementary is opening right here in Heritage Ranch. For parents, the idea of your child being able to walk to a brand new school in your own community is huge. Add in extracurriculars, sports, and strong academic programs, and you can see why families are choosing Sherman over other North Texas cities. Now, let's get real. Location is everything in real estate. Sherman's location is one of its biggest advantages. We're about an hour north of Dallas, straight up Highway 75. For people who want access to DFW Airport, major sports teams, or big city shopping, it's all close enough for a day trip. But when you come home to Sherman, you're not fighting bumper-to-bumper traffic every day. With the ongoing expansion of Highway 75, the commute is smoother than ever. And for many people, Sherman feels like the perfect middle ground. You get the space and affordability of a smaller town with the convenience of being near one of the largest metro areas in the country. Here's the part that gets people really excited. What's coming next? Sherman is in growth mode. HEB has purchased land and is moving forward with plans to open a store here. If you're from Texas, you already know HEB is basically a lifestyle. Beyond that, Sherman continues to add new shops, restaurants, and now even entertainment like golf simulators at Back 9 Golf. Downtown Sherman is also in the middle of a transformation. Old buildings are being restored, new businesses are opening, and there's a big push to create a walkable, vibrant space for locals and visitors alike. When you start layering all of this together, the jobs, the homes, the schools, and the amenities, you start to see the vision of where Sherman is heading in the next 5 to 10 years. And honestly, the last reason people are moving here doesn't come from a headline. It comes from the people. Sherman still has that neighborly feel. When you move into a new subdivision, chances are your neighbors are going to introduce themselves. When you're at Friday night football games, the whole community shows up to cheer. And when you're out at a local restaurant, people aren't rushing. They're actually taking time to talk. The sense of belonging is what makes Sherman different. It's not just a place to buy a house, it's a place to build a life. So if you've been wondering why people are moving to Sherman, now you know. It's jobs, affordability, schools, lifestyle, and future growth all wrapped into one. But the real question is, where do you fit in? Do you want new construction in a master plan community, or do you want a resale with a little more character? Do you want to be close to schools, downtown, or have quick access to highways? That's where I come in. I help families every week make the move to Sherman, and I'd love to help you too. My phone number, email, and Calendly link are below. Reach out and let's start planning your move. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos about Sherman, Texas. And drop a comment below. What's the #1 reason you would move to Sherman? I'd love to hear from you. I'm Amanda Phillips, a local realtor, and I love living in Sherman. And I think you will too.